we're going to create two columns module. So you go to marketing again, files, design tools, and then you're gonna have to check which theme that we are working on. So theme. So you're gonna look for a theme. Once you find the theme, so you have to create your module under the folder, new file, and then you choose module, and next you choose where your module is gonna be used on landing page, site page, blog listing. And then here you give it a name. So here we're gonna do two columns. So we're building two columns module. We're gonna call it, for instance, like card two column, for instance. Just make sure the module is kind of like unique, has a unique name. So card two columns, and then now we're creating a div. So always have, so we're gonna have that card two columns with the name of the modules. So this must be the same. So card two columns. Okay, so now inside there, it's gonna be double hyphen. We call it, for instance, like row. So we have the first row here. So now another double column, Control A Shift, Control A. So do Control A Shift. So here is going to be now item. So you can call it item, or you can call it column. Yeah, so I prefer to call it item, even though it's kind of like a column. Those are the item in there, in your sections. So we're gonna call it item instead of column. So we're gonna have kind of like two items. So this is it. So let's say, for instance, you have column 1 and then column 2. So as you can see, if we preview it, you can see there like that. So for that to become a column, you have to give it a style. So we come, so we have our row, column. So targeting the row here quickly. Display, we're using grids, display grid, and then grid templates columns. So we're using one FL. Yeah, so this is like column one fraction, one column, another column, like two columns. We have two columns like that. Publish changes, we preview. As you can see, automatically we have that like this. Okay, so let's say, for instance, as we have it like that, let's give it, let's say, for instance, a border. We have the border 1 pixel, solid gray. Okay, so we have border 1 pixel, as you can see, but now you can see we have the problem there. So we're gonna need to give it a padding inside. So give it a padding 20 pixel. There we have a padding there. So now that's a beautiful padding that you can give it there. Yeah, so now we can create a letter. For instance, we want this card to have space between there. So for you to do that, you come here, you do grid gap 40 pixels, for instance. There we go, you have your gap there. So we're gonna give it 20 pixels. We have the gap there nicely. Yeah, so this is the way that you create two columns. So you may just see here, as you can see, if you want to get it now in our look for it. What is that again? The name is card. So we have to refresh the page. Every time I refresh the page so that you can see if you have it, if it's gonna appear on your page, on your module list in HubSpot. There you go. So you can even just type card to column. You must type the name of the stuff of your module. You come there, just make sure you drag it in the proper place. Yeah, so as you can see here, let's preview it. Yeah, so here you can preview, as you can see. So you have our to card there. So let's remove the HubSpot built-in section. As you can see, HubSpot come with this section way of doing stuff, which is great. It's helping us to the center, but for this exercise, we don't want to use it. We're going to just make it full screen so that you can be able to use, if later for instance, this module is kind of complex and you only want to use your module instead of using some other additional stuff that HubSpot is providing. So as you can see here, refresh. Yeah, so now you want to make it to have its own section. To center the content, bring the content in the middle. So for you to do that, we have so you can use row, come there, margin, max width, let's say 767 pixel. But depends. Let's call it, let's say for instance is 1024 pixel, that max width, and then margin, that is the formula to center to bring the content in the middle. Publish changes. If you want to preview it here, you can do so, but you're gonna do it here. Yeah, once you can did it steps. So now we need padding around. So we need padding around, padding. Yeah, let's say for instance we need padding 80 pixel all over. Not all over. Left can give it like a 20 pixel, let's say 40 pixel for instance. Left and right. This top and bottom 80 pixel, left and right 40 pixel. Yeah, as you can see there. Yeah, we have there. So now what we need is to make sure on responsiveness. So we want responsiveness now. So we're gonna have to we're just gonna copy our responsiveness state that we have. Different state of responsiveness. Let's just copy like this. Paste there, and then we're gonna remove this. Remove this template. This ones. Yeah. So there's the responsiveness that we have here. Okay. So as you can see, if you go to mobile, there is really big. So we want to make it a bit smaller. Let's check tablets. Tablet looks a bit great, but we must make it a bit smaller. So we bring it down. So the thing that we have to bring down is left and right pixel here. And then let's see top and bottom. Yeah, we must bring us a bit of top and bottom. So it's going to be almost like half the size. And then we want also this one to collapse on mobile. So our target is going to be this, sometimes also grid gap, and this one here, max width stay the same. So we copy So we're gonna just go directly later, for instance, to mobile size. Go to mobile size. This we're gonna come one, and then yeah, if you can come one grid gap, if you want to change it, let's say for instance just change 110. We don't need this one here because it's already on desktop size. This one is already there, so you don't need to repeat it again. There you can only repeat the stuff that's gonna change. So here we're gonna bring it to 40, and there we're getting to 20 left and right. Okay, publish changes. See mobile size. Working mobile size. Yeah, so as you can see, these are mobile size. This is 10 pixel, and then they have 20. Okay, so now if you want the tablet size, tablet looks like this. So I want to bring it, let's say, down to the gap is fine. Let's give it to 30. Yeah, so bring this one 30. Oh no, so keep 40, but this one here, bring it to 30. Grid gap, you can leave the grid gap there, but that depends if you want a grid gap. So we want to do anything grid gap. And let's say grid gap, we bring it 15 pixel. And then we don't collapse it yet. Yeah, as you can see there, the change. Okay, so this is the way that you do your mobile responsiveness. The other stuff, you can just leave them there, or you can just remove them. So yeah, so this is the way that you create your two columns. So you have your two columns like this. So now we're gonna have to add it into the modules fields. Add the fields. Okay, so for you to add a field, you do rich text module. Okay, so you're gonna get the rich text module here. Rich text module. We call it column 1, or column left, for instance. And then here we're gonna call it column 1. And then duplicate, clone, right, column 2. Okay, put this one there, column 2. Yeah, so once it's done, so just remove copy, left, sorry, copy, sorry, right. Yeah, so now we're gonna copy now the value, copy value only, come there, paste, copy value only, come there, we paste, then we publish changes. As you can see, we're gonna be able now to edit. Yeah, so lorem ipsum, let's have, yeah, card 1, title 1, description. This one's gonna come, let's say for instance h3. This one's the paragraph. You put this one here, same thing, card 2. Yeah, so as you can see the change. So I have to publish it. Yes, it's been published already. So as you can see here, it's not changing because of we have to change it from here. Let's refresh, see. Okay, okay, nothing change. Yeah, this goes just the testing that we're doing here. So you have to change your content there. Yeah, so this is the way that you do the changes. And then this is a sandbox testing URL, the path testing URL. That's why when you refresh, it's gonna appear there. So this is the way that you set up your stuff. Yeah, this is the two columns. So later, for instance, if you want to add this two column need to have its own need to have its kind of like its own heading. So you're gonna just have to create, for instance, another section on top here. Yeah, so you have to create another section. The way that we have row, two column row, this one is already row, so you just create another section here. Call it, for instance, columns. Oh, sorry, so you have to add class column container, for instance, and then you put here is where you're gonna put later, for instance, your heading title, something like h2, like heading title there to appear like this. So now, in order to do so we're gonna have to create this own rich text module as well and call it heading because of the heading of this section. Okay, so heading title. Sometimes you can just copy like that. You come to the source code and then you paste it there, and then kind of like you save, copy value, and then we paste. So now what we need is, you can see now we're going to be able to have it there. So it's at the bottom, we have to move it up. So to move it up, you copy like this, you drag it up there. So this is the way that you do it. Publish changes. Okay, so you can see it's now up here. So now we want to make it also for it to follow the same line there. So the way that you do it is just copy this same style, you paste it there. We remove the stuff that we don't need. Yeah. So this one here, so which means that this now is gonna be part of the grid. Oh no, this is the grid. We don't need a grid here. We remove grid. Yeah. So this we need it centered. And then also here, let's see, publish changes. Come in the middle. Which one is missing? Let's say display block. Oh, sorry, container. Changes container. This for now. Container. Yeah, there we go. So we can have a big space there. So the way that we have, yeah, so this is the container. But sometimes what we used to do to make this one easy, we do put this one here to become part of the container. So if you want to only use the row, so that is the way that's gonna the direction of the row, because this the way that you set up your row like that. And then the container, most of the time it does is the one that you're gonna take control of the to center the data. I mean to center the content. So the way that you do it, so we're gonna do it like this. Copy this one, copy, paste it inside. So it's content, and then this heading here, you can give it a its own div. So let's copy this same class there, call it for instance like heading, and then we bring this one on, bring this one on top. Yeah, so now let's beautify this one, Control A, and then we do Shift and Tab. Okay, so now you have this one like this. So now we have to see how it's gonna look like. So we have container. Okay, so as you can see, the stuff is happening there because of padding. So this doesn't, we don't need this one anymore here because of the container has already the stuff there. And then we don't need also this one there. Okay, because of it's already happening that side. Okay, so we have it there. So let's see, we have items, our items there. Okay, so we have content, that is our row. This is our heading, container. So container is doing the job. Then margin depth of 20 pixel. We have the grid, one FL, one FL. We have the items. So now we have to check why is not bringing the stuff from one line. Inspect elements. Okay, row. This row is still having oh yeah, max width. Sorry, because of this one here on mobile. We have to fix the mobile stuff. So max width on mobile row, we have padding on row. We don't need that one there. So if you refresh here, you can see one line, and then we come tablet size, you can see also one line there, it's fine. Yeah, so this is the way that you set it up like this. So the container is there, and then you can see the container, the job of the container is to bring max width, margin auto, and then the padding top and bottom, left and right. And then the role of the row is to have, you have your grid, you have your column, define your columns there. You put it like that. After that, you have where you can set up those things like that. Okay, thank you so much.